Hi, I'm Grace from Disgraced Weekly. I'm here with Jay Safari.
Yo,
Thank you for, coming out and allowing me to interview you. So you're actually the first artist that I'm interviewing here in Florida, and I grew up here for like my first 22 years of life.
dope.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. Did you grow up here?
Yeah, Florida people are built different. If you grew up in Florida, you know, like, it's one of the best places to grow up, for sure.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Florida, but also like I feel like I got like so sick of it and just I don't know, there's a lot going on here.
That's what makes it special. It's hectic, but you gotta learn how to live in the hecticness, for sure.
Yeah, very true with all the Florida men and Florida man out there and all the crazy shit. So we had a hurricane come by like 2 weeks ago. Thankfully, well, not thankfully for the people down south, but it didn't hit here as much. How was it for you over here?
Well, living smack dab in the middle of Florida, like, anytime a hurricane comes through, it's never as bad as, like, if you live on the coast. So I'd say out of 10, we probably got like a 4 or 5. Like, it wasn't that bad. It was just raining a lot and some slight winds, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah. I'm like 30 minutes from Tampa north, and it wasn't bad at all. Thankfully, I just got winds and rain, and some people lost power, but that was like it. So, what would you say one positive thing and one negative thing about growing up in Florida?
Growing up, I used to play baseball. Wearing a baseball uniform in 100-degree weather is crazy. So I'd say the heat is like a con of living here. A pro of living here, everything else, bro. I love Florida, so I can't really say anything's like bad about it, really.
Yeah, you're close to a lot of the springs, right?
Yeah, something like that. Like, a few of them around me are like 30 minutes away, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I like going to them a lot. I haven't since being back. I've been here for like a month, and I want to go, but I have a dog now, and I never want to leave her. So, how would you describe your sound?
Um, I always get that question and I never know how to answer
I
it.
know it's so like unique.
I just say it's hard to describe, really, but I just say it's like the biggest mix of all my inspirations, like, all together, bro. Like, if I had to describe it in one word, you said?
You can use more than one word if you
Okay,
want, unless you want to.
I'd say like a chic gangster sound, if that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah. What is your like song creation process like?
It varies. It depends on who I'm making music with. Most of the time, it's by myself in my room, so I'm just like recording myself and then I engineer it right after. But if I'm making music with my brother, he usually makes the beat or we make the beat together. And then like whenever I get inspiration from that beat that we made together, then I'll record on it like after. So it really depends. Or I'll just be in the studio like vibing, but I'm not really a studio guy like that. I kind of like to be more like personal with my music. And I like to create on my own time. And when you're in the studio, you got to pay to be creative on other people's time versus being able to sit down and make music whenever you want to.
Yeah, that's very true. So do you like engineer and mix your own stuff?
Everything.
Damn. How did you learn all of that? Just by yourself?
YouTube University. And you got to just trust your ears. Like, there's a million tutorials you could watch, but like, it's not always going to fit how you sound personally. So you just got to trust your ears, really, when it comes to mixing.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to learn how to make beats. So I messed around with that a little bit, but I feel like I just don't have like the ears for that.
Yeah, I can't make beats for shit, but I have people around me that have always made beats around me, so I kind of understand how it works, but I personally have just never gotten into making beats myself.
Yeah. So, yeah, you already like are making like really good sounding music. It sound like the quality is amazing, and just your voice, like the beats are great.
Yeah.
Your voice on it, like I like you switching up like the flows and I don't know, it's really good. How long have you been, making music?
Um, I actually started. One of my friends in high school was making music. His name is Evan. Evan, if you're watching this, shout out to Evan. He's the one that kind of pushed me to like really start making music. Actually, one of my other friends was taking me home one day and he played a song by Evan. And I was like, dang, who is this? And he was like, he goes to our school. I was like, oh, bet, I'm finna like see what I could do, like make music with him. So I end up DMing him and we get to talking back and forth, da-da-da-da, you got a setup? Yeah, and at the time I made music on my phone. So he's the one that kind of really pushed me into like taking music more serious. But I started about probably 3.5, 4 years ago now. But taking it serious, like probably 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening to one of your songs, and I think you said you were like 17 at the time in there. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that whole Marathon album,
Yeah, that one's so good.
2019. How long ago was that? 3 years? 2019. That was all made on my phone. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah, crazy time. But yeah,
You would not expect that at all.
at
Like,
all.
it sounds like it's in like the studio.
Yeah, that's the vibes we were getting back then, I guess. Like, before I had my full setup, I'm making music on my iPhone. I think it was a 7 or an 8, and then the Apple wired headphones, not even like AirPods, like the wired headphones, because they had a microphone on them.
Damn. Okay. So Dance is one of your biggest songs, I think, right now. I was looking on Spotify. It had like 3 million listens.
Yeah.
Did you expect that song out of all of yours to be like blow up that much?
Not at all. The way it kind of happened is actually crazy. To bring back my friend Evan into the picture, we had took a trip to Atlanta, and he happened to bring his music setup. It wasn't even really planned. Like, we weren't going to Atlanta to make music. But we end up in Atlanta. He brings his music setup, and one night we were all just chilling, and I was like, we should make something, anything. I'm bored. Let's just make a song. So we didn't have any beats on hand. We go to YouTube, and we're just vibing. We find this one beat, and it ends up being the dance beat. But we were at an Airbnb. I ended up going in the closet in the Airbnb and recording like the demo for it, not even thinking anything of it. Like, it was just a cool little demo. It probably had the hook and then like the verse. End up taking that back home with me, finishing it, and then I just made like a 8-second TikTok. Like, all my other TikToks before this were just me and my friends like goofing off and like stupid shit. And then I ended up posting that TikTok, and it did like 500K like the first day. And everybody was just telling me like, you gotta drop the song, you gotta drop the song, you gotta drop the song. So I put out a pre-save link. Pre-saves were going crazy, so I ended up dropping the song, I think, 4 or 5 days after the TikTok like kind of blew up, and then the song just went even crazier than I thought it was gonna go. Like, 3 million is a lot of streams, like, in my eyes, just for someone like at my like level of music. Like, starting to take it serious is really like benefited me for sure. So, but I definitely never expected Dance to do the numbers that it did.
Yeah. Even like, I think 1,000's a lot, in my eyes,
Yeah.
streams. So yeah, that's really crazy. You did, I was watching the music video of that. That's with 95 Exchange, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got in contact through Drew from there.
Yep.
How was working with them?
Oh, 95 Exchange for the first, my first video. It was cool. Like, they definitely did their thing. Like, leading up to it, like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, this is my first real music video, like, on set. I got people actually showing up. Like, there's a crew. Like, it's different from the other videos I shot, so I wasn't really, like, prepared on what to expect. Plus, it's in Atlanta. I'm from Florida, so I had to make a little trip. Like, but they definitely took care of me. Shout out to 95 Exchange. Shout out to the director of the video. He went crazy. And Pong. Shout out Pong if you're watching this.
Yeah, Drew got in contact with me like last year. I think back when I only had like 300 followers. Yeah. I just hit 1,000, which isn't like a lot, but it's growing. Mm-hmm. And I had did a little like Zoom interview with like some of them, and they're really cool, and it's cool to see them growing too.
Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, he put me onto your music, which is really fucking good. Like I've just been listening to that on like Spotify Shuffle a lot, and it's a vibe.
Thank you.
So did you, with your music, did you always, you think, sound this good, or was it trial and error?
My old songs kind of used to, like, I'm not going to say they suck because I still think they're good, but, like, I used to make music on my phone. Like, there's like a certain level of quality that you could get with that. Like, once you take it to the next step, get a PC, a DAW, and all, like, actual microphone, then, like, you could take it to the next level. But I'd say I definitely improved for sure. I didn't always sound this good. Like, you got to find your voice when it comes to, your voice, like, will change, your sound will change, like, over the years. Like, it just takes time. So, no, I definitely didn't always sound this good, but don't get me wrong, I had a voice at the same time. Like, I was never bad. Like,
Just like growth.
yeah, for sure.
What is something that your fans wouldn't know about you?
I am 5'8". On a good day.
On a good day?
On a great day, 5'8".
Depends on the shoes.
Definitely I got the shoes. I wish they could see them, but these shoes make me kind of tall. So, but yeah, no shoes on, like hair braided, like no extra height, 5'8". Don't tell nobody I said that though. They gonna see this and probably get on me, but it is what it is.
I mean, 5'8's not bad.
I'm gonna just leak that information now. Yeah, the information's already leaked.
Yeah, should have lied. Said like 6'5".
Nah, I tried, but it doesn't work.
So what is one thing that's like your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? Not making good enough music. That's my biggest fear. Because I pride myself on always, like, delivering at least, like, something that I know anybody could listen to. I make feel-good music, so not delivering that, other than anything else, I pride myself on just, like, having a good sound. So definitely just making good music. Like, if I didn't make good music and failed at it, like, that's my biggest fear.
Okay, well, I'm glad that won't happen then. So would you rather swim across a lake with, let's say, 10 alligators in the vicinity,
Okay.
or swim from like the beach to a sandbar with 5 sharks, but you can't see any of them?
I'm more afraid of sharks than I am of alligators. Being a Florida boy, I'm really not scared of either of them, but I can see the alligators, but I can't see the sharks. Yeah. Oh, I'm for sure going with the alligators. That's not even a question. Like, a shark, I don't know, really. 5 sharks, 10 alligators. I'm going with the alligators.
Yeah.
Final answer.
I don't know what mine would be, honestly, because, like, yeah, you can't see the sharks, but I don't know how I'd feel if an alligator was coming at me, you know? Like, I'd rather, I don't know, like, not know.
Nah, see, 10 is crazy.
Yeah, I feel like living in Florida, alligators are, like, just a common thing. See them on the sidewalk.
Not where we live. Not around here, really. I haven't ever seen an alligator just walking around in Belleview, Florida, but they are common in, like, other parts of the state, for sure.
Yeah, I remember, like, back in high school, I was walking. Where I live, there's a bunch of lakes, so, like, they'll just be, like, at the soccer field, like, pretty much everywhere, and I was walking, and one, like, baby ran out in front of us and then ran back in. We're like, okay, cool. But, yeah, it's funny talking to people from, like, up north, and they come down here, and you're like, yeah, alligators, and they're like, oh, no. Yeah. Like, yeah, they don't want to see one of those, yeah.
Don't freak out. They're not that scary.
Yeah, did you learn in, like, elementary school how to, like, run away from them? Like, you're supposed to do zigzags?
Never learned that, but yeah. I'm glad I know now to run away from alligators in a zigzag, because...
Yeah, because they, like, have a hard time turning. So,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
But I was thinking recently, since I have a dog now, I'm like, if that alligator came up and attacked her, though, I feel like I'd start kicking it. I don't want to, like... I don't think she knows to run in zigzags.
Definitely.
Do you have any important life advice that you'd want to share?
If you do what you like or love consistently, and you don't have a second thought about whether it's going to work or not, it'll work. Every time. That's my advice. Just do what you got to do, and it'll come to fruition.
Yeah, I agree with that. And just, actually applying yourself and getting things done because like I went to Florida State and I graduated with like a computer science degree and I have like a job doing stuff like that now, but I hate it. And so that's why I started getting into, this kind of music stuff and doing interviews and whatever else, and just promoting music. And that's what I want to do ultimately with life. And it's cool to see, like, since I've taken that serious, like, all the connections I made and everybody supporting me and, growing from there. And it's something I didn't expect to ever, like, be able to do.
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy. What happens when you stray away from the normal, like, version of thinking that yourself usually has? Like, if you just lock in, it'll work.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song or lyric of yours?
Like, all time or just right now? My favorite song right now is Crack Rock by Frank Ocean, but the sped up version is on SoundCloud. If you know, you know.
I have not heard the sped up version.
It's so good, bro. The song is good. All time? Let's go. The World Is Yours by Nas. Classic album.
Who are your, like, top 3 artists of all time?
Okay. I hate when people ask me this question because I don't have a top 3, bro. I just listen to a whole bunch of music. So.
Okay. How about you just name whoever you listen to, and it doesn't have to be top 3.
I'll name the top 3 people I listen to the most.
Okay.
This isn't necessarily in any order or who I think is the best, but this is just who I personally listen to the most. Joey Badass. Smino, he's fire right now. And let's throw, I'm lying, but I'm throwing SZA in there because it's SZA.
Those are, good choices. What would you say your favorite Joey Badass album is?
1999. There's no, like...
Classic.
Yeah, bro, that's the best. Like, when I was 13-year-old me, I was going stupid listening to that shit. Bro, Joey Badass, 1999. I put that at bro, that's for sure in my top 3. For sure in my top 3.
What about Smino?
Neuer.
I like, is it Black Swan?
Yeah, that's a great little project too.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's how I got introduced to him. I think I just saw that album randomly on like Apple Music like a long time ago and just started listening. I was like,
yeah, I like
the vibe.
I like experimental Smino. I feel like Black Swan is a little bit more like mainstream / like listenable too, if that makes any sense. But I like experimental Smino. All of his stuff is pretty experimental, but specifically that album is fire.
What do you like to do when you're not making music?
If any of my fans want to see me in a one-on-one in basketball, that's probably what I'm doing if I'm not making music. Or, yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes I build Legos, but that's really in my free time. I just bought a Lego Ferrari. That's just fire. But I like hooping. I like sleeping. But most of the time if I'm not making music, like, it's really all in-house. So if I'm not making it, I'm mixing it or I'm promoting it. So that's really all I have time for. But I hoop a lot. Okay,
and you're actually good being 5'8"?
I can dunk. Don't sleep. I got bounce. I'm out of my prime. I'm 20 now, but I used to be able to get up there.
What is something that annoys you?
This is basic, but when people smack their gum, that's my biggest, like, pet peeve. Don't smack. or just not even their gum, just anything in general. Chew with your mouth closed, and especially gum. Don't smack that shit because I will get annoyed. Sorry.
No, one of my best friends, she gets so annoyed by like those kind of sounds and people eating their food loud.
I literally hate it so much, bro. Like, just chew normally.
Do you have any albums planned or new music dropping soon?
Yes, I'm dropping maybe 8 or 9 songs. It's an EP. 4 of them are already out, but I'm dropping a good little length EP because I've been dropping pretty consistent music this year, but I want to give my fans I just want to feed my fans a little more. A little more. I feel like I've been giving them something, but I need to give them all of everything, you know? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely need more music by you.
Yeah, like since 2019, I think I dropped Marathon, which is like a 10-song album, and then since that was 2019, so I think since then I've dropped 7 singles, which is not a lot of music at all. And one of them just so happened to blow up, so it's like I'm given this opportunity now where I have a bigger platform, so I just want to provide that music for my fans, whether that be singles or EPs or albums or whatever it may be. I'm just trying to put out good music.
How many songs do you say like you have in the vault right now?
Too many. Like, my friends get mad at me because I have so much music that I'll make a song and send it to them, and then they'll be like, yeah, this is never coming out. And I'll be like, I know, bro. I have like 250 songs on my phone, and that's probably not even all of them. Some of them are probably on my computer. This isn't even counting old songs from 2019, so yeah, like 250 songs probably, which isn't that many. I know artists have way more, but 250 solid good songs.
Yeah, that's still a lot for being only 20 years old.
Yeah.
If you could live anywhere, even in Florida, where would you live? Like, if you picked like the city.
A city in the United States. Possibly in Florida. In Florida, I'm going, let's go Tally. I don't know why I'm going to Tally, but I have a few friends that stay in Tally, and I'm trying to go to Tally.
I've been going there like next weekend.
I'm trying to go to Tally, but I don't know if I live there. I just kind of want to go, so that probably didn't answer the question. But anywhere in the United States, New York City, just for connections, just for creative vibes, just for everything. Like, I'll live in the city. Give me a year, I'm living in the city for a year. I'll come back to Florida, a new man.
Yeah, like Tallahassee, I was there for 4 years. I feel like longer than that, it's just too much. It ages you. And same thing with New York. I feel like a couple days in New York, I'm exhausted. I love it there.
One day in New York, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, like I want to live there someday, but then it's just like I'm so tired when I come back.
Every time. Man, I flew out there earlier this year. I met this photographer. His name's Neri. He's pretty cool. But, man, I'm just walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. Like, you walk everywhere there. And if you do take an Uber, like, the Uber ride probably going to be 5 minutes because everything is just so close to each other. Like, or anything that you need is going to be within your vicinity. Like, you're going to be tired for sure at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like taking like the subway there, that kind of transportation, like listening to music the whole time.
Yeah.
There's some weird people out there though.
Oh, of course.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
What does the like perfect day look like to you?
Wake up, 8 o'clock in the morning. Boom. Get ready for the day. By 9, smoke a spliff. Ooh, New York toe in that, man. Shout out to TJ for the New York toe. He always comes through with it. Boom, roll up the spliff. Get it fired up. Hop on my laptop, work on music for a few hours. Then after that, we're going. Let's go. I was feeling some ramen earlier. So ramen is somewhere in the middle of the day, gas. Or maybe a beef patty. that really makes my day. And then after that, boom, we hooping with the guys. Probably rolling up again. Then go home, work on music again, and then go to sleep. Like, my days are pretty simple. It doesn't really take too much to make a good day for me. Pretty much all my days are the same. So a perfect day is just not getting into too much hectic shit and just cooling it.
Is there any, like, do you have any favorite movies or TV shows?
I was feeling Atlanta for a minute.
The new season's out now.
I'm going to watch it for sure. But Atlanta was my favorite show for a while. Favorite movie? It's a baseball movie called Hardball. Y'all probably have never seen this movie, but it made me cry. I swear to God, it made me cry, bro. G Baby? Oh man, they did my man G Baby wrong, but that's the best. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen for real.
Yeah, I was watching Atlanta like when it first came out, and then I kind of forgot about it for a while, and then I watched season 3 like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. It's just experimental for sure. It makes you think. Atlanta's a great show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like he has some funny like descriptions to the episode too. It's not like what you expect.
It's never
it's just
what you
whatever
expect.
like he's thinking in the moment.
Definitely. It's never what you expect. Every Atlanta episode is different. For sure.
Is there anything else you want people to know?
No.
No.
Let's keep it a mystery for now.
Okay. Support that. Do you have any questions for me?
How did this all start for you? Like, I know you said you went to school for some years, but you didn't like it. But how did it really start? What was like the turning moment for you? Like, I'm done with school. I'm doing this now. Like, I want to know what really made you start doing this.
It was definitely like quarantine when COVID hit. I was just thinking, I'm like, because I still have like, I'm still working like a 9-to-5 job, just remotely, from my degree in college. But yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm like, I really don't want to do this the rest of my life. Like, I can't imagine just keep, doing this and getting a nice house and settling down and just, working all the time. Like, I wouldn't be satisfied. And I've always been into like music and discovering new music. Like back in high school, I was listening to like, it was like, like Chance Acid Rap, Childish Gambino. That was like before like he blew up. Like Joey Badass, I listened to him a little bit.
For sure.
And yeah, I kind of just got back to that around 2020. I was just, listening to, the newer artists out, and I just decided to make an Instagram to like promote these people, and it's just grown from there.
It's dope.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad I'm doing this now. Is there anybody that you want to shout out?
I already shouted out like all my damn near all my people, but I'll shout out Los, because I'm about to pull up the Los crib after this. I'm about to spark a fat. Actually, I ain't even finna say it, but it's finna be something green in there. So yeah, shout out to my dog Los. Oh, and shout out to my brother, because he just sent me a fire ass beat pack that I'm about to destroy and probably put out. So yeah, shout out my brother Ja.
Thank you for, allowing me to interview you and coming out today, and just letting me learn more about you.
For sure, yeah, it was fun. The alligator question really got me. That was different. I was not expecting that, but...
I always have to have one kind of like question like that. See what people will say.
Yeah, it threw me off, but it was a good question, no, for sure. Like, it was fun.
So yeah, if you're watching this, go listen to Jay Safari's music. Go check him out on Instagram. Who is Jay Safari?
Yep.
Like this video, comment, subscribe, check out Disgraced Weekly on Instagram, and have a good day.
Yeah, let's go. We out.